What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today. Shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon. It is the 21st day of November, and we are sitting at about $511 right now. Up 6% on the day so far, but it feels like more because our low at 446 to where we are now, we've pumped 14% in the last few hours here. I mean, well, maybe like 6 hours, but still, and a lot of volume. A lot of volume here, you guys. Bitcoin Cash up today while the rest of the market is in the red. Pure carnage throughout, right? Bitcoin's even down. And yet Bitcoin Cash, it's literally at the same levels it's been since October 10th. The average altcoin, let's look at this real quick. We look at the average altcoin on the others chart. Just compared to Bitcoin, the average altcoin is really not that far away from where they were on the 10th. Now, Bitcoin Cash is clearly in a better position. We're basically right where we closed on the 10th. Bitcoin Cash in reference to this chart is up here. So we are outperforming the average altcoin. But in reference to Bitcoin, to BTC itself, compared to October 10th, the average altcoin is actually outperforming. Like, look at the difference here. Look at the difference, right? The average altcoin's here, where Bitcoin's all the way down here. We are not in a bear market, you guys. I don't think we're in a bear market at all. I think there's some effery going around in the markets right now, but I don't think we're in a bear market at all. $512 right now. We're moving up. Bitcoin Cash, undoubtedly. If we're in a crypto bear market, everybody needs to sell their crypto and put it into Bitcoin Cash, because crypto might be in a bear market, but Bitcoin Cash is not. It's about to rally. And by the way, I doubt crypto's in a bear market. I don't think that we are. I'm growing more and more confident by the minute that we're not in a bear market. The more that I look into why we're dumping, the more that I'm convinced that, because there is no why. You look it up. You look up why we're dumping. Nobody's going to tell you why. You have to search through it. You have to figure it out or conclude on your own. I concluded on my own, and then I started researching, and I found a lot of other people are making sense out of the same conclusion that I have, which is the markets are being manipulated. There's some kind of coordinated effort here. I think this post that I most recently posted from Box Mining, Liquidated Theory, I think this is it right here, you guys. This is it right here. And it absolutely is a coordinated effort. There's no doubt in my mind at this point that it's a coordinated effort. Bitcoin Cash, $512 now. We're going to coordinate this effort to the freaking moon, dude. It's going to go through the roof. Bitcoin Cash is a safe haven today. Everything else is red, maybe a little bit green here on a couple of coins that we talk about here and there. A little bit of recovery is nice, but I do expect big things from Bitcoin Cash. I think that when we break this trend, we've already broken this trend line, but when the breakout move comes into view, we should be rapidly approaching these prices up here. We're not going to stop here for too long, if at all. We're not going to stop here for too long, if at all. We're not going to stop here for too long, if at all. We're moving straight up like Zcash or Dash, but up to our somewhere around $2,300 level to $4,300 level. It's a $2,000 range, $2,300 to $4,300. And I personally believe that we'll be closer to $400 or $4,000, $4,000, than we will to $2,300 personally. And this move's going to be vibrant. I've said it. I have said this for, at this point, over a year, like almost years, like a year and a half, that the next move when we break out of this will make this move and this move look small. Don't you all wish that you bought Bitcoin Cash here before it moved up 168%? Look at the percentage, 168% that month. Don't you wish you caught that? Don't you wish you bought here before it pumped 120%, 127% one month after pumping 27% the month before? Don't you wish that you bought at these lows beforehand? We're right at that level now, but we're at the precipice of a moment that's going to make these look cute. What's coming is going to be larger. I genuinely theorize that this move will produce the largest open to close candle that Bitcoin Cash will ever see in its life on a monthly basis. And if it's not the largest one, which by the way, the largest one right now is here, it's about a 218% move. If it's not the largest one, then from month to month, by the end of this move, it will be the largest move. I think we will genuinely see the largest move that Bitcoin Cash has ever seen in its existence. If not, it will be second only to this move here. And this move, from a low point to a high point, was a 14x. This next move is going to be bigger than that. And if it's not, it will be oh so slightly smaller. And we're probably going to move up at a faster pace. I wouldn't be surprised. Where this took 3 months, I think this move will take maybe 2 months when it happens. When it happens. $511 now. I'm ecstatic, man. I'm very ecstatic. I think there's good things coming for Bitcoin Cash. There's really not much more to discuss, right? I can go over the 1 hour time frame, I can go over the 4 hour time frame, but we've just been choppy since the really since the 4th, and I mean even past that, since the 17th of October. There's not really a whole lot to talk about. It's just the same stuff. We're waiting for a breakout above $530. We get a day to close. Really, let's see, it'd be this low close here to these points of resistance. Once we close above $535, it's on. Every moment below, and it's the same story here as it's been every time that we've been up here or down here. Every moment below $500 is a blessing. If you've taken that moment and taken that opportunity, you were blessed. The same is to be said for every moment below $600. Every single moment we have below $600 is a blessing, you guys. It's a prime. I don't care that Bitcoin Cash is up right now 14, 15% from its low today. It's a prime opportunity to buy. Let it go back down. Let it do it. I dare you to do it. I dare you to go lower. Do it. And then come back up. We actually said this yesterday, right? We were in this pattern. We're in this symmetrical triangle pattern. And I was saying if we break out, it'll likely be a fake out to the downside. And we got that. This is the definition of a fake out. And the reaction we're having as a result, we're going to literally break this to the upside right now, you guys. It's happening. It's happening right now. The next dash, the next Zcash pump, all that money is going to be funneled into Bitcoin Cash. And if not all of it, a predominant part of it is. A large part. More liquidity is about to flush into Bitcoin Cash than it's ever seen in its life. And amidst all the crypto carnage that's happening, that will only make it shine brighter. And I think there's going to be a lot of things that pump, right? But by the time altcoins are back to where they were or above where they were in October, Bitcoin Cash is going to be at $1,000 or more. It's going to be a shining star. When there's a little fire igniting in the markets, this thing's already going to be shooting star through the stratosphere. We look at our daily indicators. The RSI is neutral. It's ready to break to the upside. Stochastics are bullish. The MACD is bearish, to be fair, but it's neutral. It's not helpful when you move sideways. We look at the weekly time frame, and the RSI is immaculate. This is a perfect-looking weekly RSI. This is what you want to see. It's beautiful. Stochastics bouncing right off the oversold zone, beautiful. Typically, you range from the oversold zone to the overbought zone. Bouncing off the oversold zone, here we come, overbought zone. Here comes weeks, months of growth. Here it comes, undeniably. And then the MACD here, overall it's bullish, but it's kind of worthless, right? When you move sideways, the same is true on any time frame. When you're moving sideways and you're choppy, the MACD is probably the most worthless indicator. Okay, it's true. It literally is true. Right? That's why we're not gonna. I mean, who cares? It's crossed red right now. It is bullish overall because your oscillators are above the zero. But every time you've been bullish has actually been a good time to sell. Every time you've been bearish has been a good time to buy. We're in that bullish territory now where it might be a good time to sell, but I don't think so. Because again, beyond just the MACD, we have all these other things that suggest that we're going to go higher. And then beyond that as well, here, whenever we found resistance here, here when we found resistance here, here when we found resistance here, we had two similar reactions and one reaction that's totally different, right? This reaction here is different. Different behavior begets different results. I rest my case. We'll see you at $4,000 in about a month and a half. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. If it's not a month and a half, it might be by the end of January, but still, point being, very, very soon. Take care. See you later. Shout out to the Dragon Riders and the House of the Dragon. We ride soon. Bye-bye.